dear Aries. This is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this reading will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Aries, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind wants to happen between you two. Can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth with my own set of the brutally honest oracle cards. For a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Aries person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And if you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. And I use the THELEMA tarot for the readings part. Okay. When I open your deck here, I see the 8 of Swords together with the 10 of Cups. So this is someone that loves you but have a hard time either expressing it or going along with it. Okay, they see a lot of problems with your relationship. Maybe it can be that you, for example, doesn't love them back, or it can be that they have done something wrong which they feel guilty for. It can be a number of things that makes them be a little bit in their head about this. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Queen of Cups with the 10 of Cups. So I would say that this person loves you immensely. Like they have their space in the heart, their heart is filled by you. And I guess that's beautiful. Okay, so I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we also have the 3 of Cups together with the 10 of Cups and the Fool there. I'm thinking they are thinking back to happy days with you and how things would be like. They're daydreaming about the things that could happen together with you in the future. I think they're dreaming about a future with you, a long-term future with you. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the 5 of Wands with the 3 of Cups. So either you don't want the same, or they see other problems. Maybe there's a competition for your hand. Okay, it might be a third-party relationship, so there's a rivalry involved in this as well. And they might feel that the love between you two is all wrong. Maybe they are married already and have fallen in love with you. But they definitely would want to be together with you. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. All these are connected to the Lover's card. Also 15, the Devil, 1 + 5, 6. So they might feel like this is love, but it's the wrong love. For some reason, it's the wrong love. And maybe they shouldn't feel like this, but they do. Okay. So, 6 elements. Earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and wisdom to solve this situation, the person says. And they want to solve it. It's all that's on their mind. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. 7 of Wands, this might be you, kind of not letting them in. It can also be an external person moraling about this situation, or it's you making morals about this situation, that maybe you want to protect yourself from further disappointment, or someone else says this will only lead to disappointment or people will get hurt. So I also want my Aries to have a creative success and to be able to walk on their highest path towards their highest destiny. Okay. So I will just tune in to you and the person most on your mind and what this person would want to happen between you two. This is the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. This is what they're dreaming of when it comes to you, their feelings, their hopes and dreams. And this is their plans and what's on their mind. And we have a Queen of Wands here with the 7 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing you have been rising above this relationship in some way. Or disconnected yourself, but for this person it's not as easy. We have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords, which would actually can be this person's parents. This is actually Aries, this is Libra, here we have Taurus energy, but I feel like a parent energy or some kind of authority kind of judging and saying, oh, you shouldn't go after this person, but still they go after you, but not in full speed, and you have a rather great speed walking away from this situation, so we'll see. And the Queen of Swords can be the other person's wife as well, or it can be you might be involved in a third party situation as well. Doesn't have to be like that. Not a romantic one, but usually we have more people in the surrounding thinking things about the situation. So on a heart's level, it seems like they feel like they are on a mission from God, okay? And the King of Pentacles, again coming Earth, but this time is Capricorn. So here is a wife and a husband and this problematic situation in between them. For some of you, this might be a situation where a husband or a wife want to reconcile with their ex-husband or wife. But what I'm seeing mostly is that this person wants to make you their long-term partner, but there's difficulties, but they feel that there's a higher purpose to this, why they should do this. And with the Magician here, and they feel like it's on them to fix it. It's on them to... they have to get the ball in roll. And here we have the most likely action, and it's a 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Strength, 2 of Cups. Okay, so they might have doubts that this is really a mission from God. They feel in their heart that this is a mission. You should be together. Like you should have, in your destiny. You should be together. But with a combination of mind and heart, this person wants to solve this in a way that's good for everyone, which makes them holding back a little bit, at least in the now. This is kind of in the now, the foundation to the whole situation, and then we will see a timeline spreading out here. So on their mind, we have a Page of Swords with the Queen of Wands there. I'm actually feeling that this is you in a way, because you have been walking away with your head held high, trying to protect your inner child here. And that's one thing I'm feeling, like this in combination, that you are very strong in this situation. And if I read it like this, with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Coins, it's this person wanting to rebel against their parents or whatever authority we have here. They say, "Is it? like, screw it, I'm doing whatever I want. And with the Ten of Pentacles, again, I'm seeing they would want a long-term future with you. Like, they would want to build something with you. And the Chariot here, they feel it would be easy, it would be like with a life with you would be without these obstacles that they are seeing now. Maybe you and them are a little bit more like on the same page with things, with how you're thinking and moral codes and values, things like this. And there's other people here that have a different set of morals that's kind of putting blocks in the way for your relationship. And so it might be, for example, a third party situation, which I mentioned before, or it can be a situation where we are from different culture. We can have an age difference that's maybe too big for people to handle, or it can be a situation where there's a difference in social security and money flow. Okay, it can be things like this. But this person feels like you are a match made in heaven, and they would want to fight for having this eternity with you. So they are rebelling against whatever authority is in the way here. So it can, sometimes it doesn't have to be like an authority, like a single authority. It can be what's on our mind. We think that other people think like this about us. So we become the authority, the negative authority that says, other people will think this, they will think that, they will think like so. And here we have an Eight of Cups together with the Temperance card. So this is a little bit difficult. It's like this person have a lot of hope and they want to fight for this relationship. They don't care what anyone thinks. But then it might pan down to what you think. And if you are not ready to fight for this, or you caved in and say, I don't think we are a great match, or I don't want to stay together with you. It seems like this person will, they have all these hopes, but if you don't want this, they will walk away, but it's just temporarily. It's not forever, because they still feel that you are this great match. But to let things calm down, let people digest what has been suggested, or to maybe give you your freedom, or to maybe this person is going on some other type of mission as well, something that's involves traveling the world. It can be something like this, that they need to be away from you for a while, or you need to be away from them. And but the Temperance card says in the end they feel like you belong together. They always feel like you belong together, even if they need to take a journey, or there needs to be distance between you for some or other reason. They are not abandoning the cups here. They are just letting the cups play out the situation on their own until they can safely return again, maybe with people accepting this situation a little bit better, or things have calmed down, or the person is coming back from some kind of world tour. It can be a person going as a soldier also to a different country, with the swords being risen in both these cards. But this person is not giving up on you. They want to be together with you, but the question is, do you want to be together with them? Even if you don't want to, they don't seem to lose hope. They still are determined to have you in one way or the other. So it might be a person persuading their parents that you are a great match, or it might be a person that needs their freedom for a while to do something that's needed, but you will still be, number one when they come back from this, whatever it is that they need to do. Or maybe it's you that's traveling, because I saw the Queen of Wands here disappearing in haste, so it can go both ways. And this is what's on their heart level, and we have an Ace of Wands, so I'm feeling they're ready to put up a fight to whatever is the obstacles here. And they might even make themselves enemy with people to kind of fight for this relationship. we have the Wheel of Fortune here. It's 10, this is 1, and then we have 10 of Pentacles just above. And the wings again that we have seen in Judgment, Chariot, Temperance, and here the Wheel. So they definitely feel like this is a destiny worth fighting for. And the Page of Cups. So they have very sweet intentions, and that's, I think, it's why they're walking away here with the 8 of Cups. They don't want to have people getting upset. And they don't want to make you upset, or they want to give people time to digest, maybe also to forgive if there has happened something between you two, like a conflict of sorts, or they have done something stupid. They might want to give you time to forgive them as well. High Priestess here, so this might very well be you. Kind of stomping away a little bit, living in your temple here and just letting in people that's respecting you and know your worth and things like this. So this is Pisces energy. We have Sagittarius, Cancer, Sagittarius energy here. And then a Page of Pentacles. So again, they are not going to give up on you. They just stand here ready to offer you love and to put a good effort into this relationship without being cocky or thinking that they know what's needed to be done. They are kind of open for suggestion. They are open for compromising with you and saying that they're sorry and trying better, doing better. We have 2 pages here, 3 actually pages. So it might be children involved in this. So if you have children together, this might be a husband or a wife that wants to come back together, and also maybe the children would want the same thing. And it might also be a person wanting access to their children and still being in love with the other parent, seeing things like that as well. This can also be a twin flame situation with the children, because it usually shows twin flames. It's people that got, it's a soul, single soul that got separated in the early dawn of time to learn things from different perspective, and they come back like yin and yang, very totally different, not at all like each other, but they still feel like the other person is, they might have aches and pains in the same places, and they think the same thing in the same time, but they have learned the other half of things. So one person might have learned to become a warrior, and the other one has become a peace activist. So you see, it's very different, and coming together can be hard. It can be a conflict, like with the 5 of Wands, and we have 14 Temperance here, which is very connected to the 5 of Wands. How we meet a person, we are like crashing into them, and eventually we learn from them. So the peace activists learn to protect themselves, and the warrior learns that peace is a good thing. So in the end, the 2 twins can merge their 2 knowledges together and eventually become a whole soul again. But the soul was able to experience like twice as much on half the time. So it was a win-win situation. But coming back together with a twin can be very hard. It can be very difficult, and it can be like the other person is not a match, and they even they want to run away from you, or fighting the relationship, particularly if they are the warrior. But what I'm seeing here is that this is the warrior that have had a change of heart. If that's the case, they have had a change of heart, and because it comes also the feminine pages here, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, which shows people that are more of this peace activist kind of energy. And I'm feeling it's this warrior here that comes as a peace activist to make you that have become a little bit more the warrior, like putting boundaries at least to your country, and they are trying to persuade you to come back into the relationship here. And the most ugly option would be a person that is a little bit of a player and have 3 partners, 3 different partners here. So it can go like that as well. And for those, it's hard to say which would be the choice in the end. Maybe the person wants to keep it polyamorous. Okay. And this is the most likely action they will take. And we have a 7 of Wands here. So 7 of Wands is, I'm feeling you are fighting this relationship, but they are fighting for this relationship, not against you. I think they have your back at this point, but they're fighting the relationship against other people. So if you have felt before that they didn't have your back in the relationship, that they kind of threw you to the wolves, and if their mother said something evil towards you, they wouldn't defend you, for example. But here I feel they defend you. They make rebellion against authority here because it feels right. It's the new development. It's the children are the future, and the parents, they represent the old paradigm. So this person feels like, oh, my parents are old. They have an old view, or this authority has an old view, or the voice in my head has a very old view of things. And now I'm fighting this to come with a new view, a new way of seeing things. 7, 7, and the Wheel of Fortune in between, like rolling the dice, see what comes back. We don't know. The parents wants us, or the old authority or the old society wants us to do what they have done to avoid mistakes. But here we do something, we fight for the right to do something new, and it have unknown consequences. So that can also make a person doubt if they are going to go with this, what seems to break all moral codes, a relationship like West Side Story, Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, or if they should, go with a more suiting partner. But here they are fighting for the right to be with their Juliet or their Romeo. And here we have a Knight of Swords, so even more fighting for you, because they feel very convinced that this is the right thing for them, that this is something they want for eternity, for a long period of time. But again, this might be a person going off to war. This is Leo in Mars, so it's a warrior energy, and you can see it's obviously a warrior energy here. But then in this case it would be a person going away to get glory, but usually war aren't glorious. They are creators of karma. So usually the person won't feel like this when they come home. They will feel burdened by the karmic wheel here. Okay, and here we have a 6 of Wands, which is also victory, and it comes with a victory chariot here. So the person have very good intentions and want win-win situation. They want the good thing. And this can again be the situation we feel when going to war. We think we fight for a good cause, and then we realize we only fight for making some already wealthy person or company even wealthier. We didn't go to save anyone. We went to fill the pockets of the rich people. So but here because this is about your relationship, it's not about their worldly mission here. So they see you as a mission too, and they want to fight for this love, and they prepare to run after you and probably persuade you to go with them, that we can fix this problem. I know that you have kind of backed away and don't want anything to do with me, but I know we can fix this problem. And they want to make a win-win situation with you, where both are winners. And then we have death, and it comes underneath what I have identified to be you. So I don't think you are in a very positive mood about this. They might want you a great deal, but it seems like you have already given up on them, and you think that this is a lost cause. And I think you're a little bit blue, like a little bit depressed, but it's because you have kind of accepted the truth. If this person didn't fight for you in the past, you have kind of, okay, they didn't fight for me, so that means they didn't love me enough, and that's the truth I need to accept. It makes you blue, but it also puts you in a strong position of not getting hurt by this person again. And then we have the Sun card. So they think that they will be able to persuade you in the end. This is the alchemic wedding, Temperance card. This is the holy matrimony, when through two whole people that have become whole through that alchemic process and through hard work with themselves, personal growth. They become like self-loving, whole. They don't have big wounds anymore. They don't question themselves as much as they did before. They are more in tune with their higher self and with God, with universe, with the divine. And then these two come together and join in the holy matrimony. So it's like a soulmate solution here of happily forever after. And it can actually become like this because in other dimension we don't have the same contrast as we have on Earth. We have this contrast, black and white, day, night, bad, good, bad, to be able to work to develop ourselves. It's like a video game, but when we leave this place and go into another dimensional existence, there's a lot of happiness there. So this is not like an impossible utopia. It's actually something that can happen, but in the moment it happens, I don't know, it might be that we're actually rising to a new dimension at this point. And from a people's point or perspective down on Earth, it might be, oh, they died in a car crash, but actually you were done with the video game. So I'm not saying that you're going to die, it's not that, but I'm seeing a very high rise of frequency. So we also have the thing happening right now with the Earth splitting into different dimensions. Right now you can experience this as you are in that dimension one day, and then this dimension and another dimension, because you can see how things change. For example, song lyrics might change. You remember them in one way, and then the other day they are in another way, and you miss that old verse that was so good and this crappy version. And it's the Mandela effect I'm talking about. So that might show that you are on different frequencies and different dimensional doorways or paths in different times. So I'm seeing this person wants to fight for you. They have something that they need to deal with, either going to war against their parents or actually going to war or traveling somewhere. It can be like a mission of peace as well, going to work for the UN or something. And in the meantime, you feel like you got away from this situation, that you didn't want to stay in this relationship anymore, and you're walking a little bit a lonely road here. And having your own back and like sacrificing whatever needs to be sacrificed. But this person is catching up with you, and they would want to persuade you to come into a long-term relationship with you. 19 is 1 + 9, 10. 10 of Pentacles, 10 the Sun, 10 the Wheel. So they are betting on you, okay? So see what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth. I will never come back. I think this is what you have said to them, because love is too dangerous. It's this energy here. I will never come back. So that's what they have to fight against, because I think they have scared you when it comes to love. They made you lose hope in love altogether. You might have worked really hard for this relationship, and one day you just gave it up. I'm actually going to put this here, but this is this person acknowledging they know that you have said you will never come back, and we can see it here. But they want to tell you that they never wanted to hurt you, okay? Inside them, they scream your name, and they had to be brutally honest at some point. Maybe tell you the truth about the situation, and I think you took it very bad. They might have said, oh, my parents doesn't approve, or I need to stay with my wife for now because of this and this, because of the children or whatnot, or I have to go away, this made you kind of go into your shell and take care of yourself, because you didn't feel like this person would be there for you or take care of you. So I will see another card for your point of view here. I have a lot of insecurities. Yeah, I think you do, but you're dealing with them in a very strong way by taking care of yourself. The High Priestess is a person of high self-respect and wouldn't let anyone to cross over her boundaries or his boundaries. So you have a lot of insecurities, but you're also taking care of yourself in a pretty good way. Even if you're a little bit maybe lean towards giving up on life and not finding the fun things with life, really, you're putting yourself in a safe position to deal with your insecurities. But you could have dealt with it in another way as well. You could have said, I don't care what your parents think of me. I think we belong together and I'm going to stay and we are going to work this through. And that would have worked too. You wouldn't have had to do this. But it might have been necessary if the person was maybe taking you for granted in some way. So you had to show them the backside of you to make them start to fight for you like this. Okay, so what the Divine wants to say about this relationship. And we have free yourself, and this you have already done with the 8 of Cups, High Priestess, Death. It's all water here, unusual for a fire sign, but it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, actually. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and you did so with this walking away. But now this other person wants to come and have those heart-to-heart conversations that you could have had in the past if you weren't so insecure and they were not so easily persuaded by, I feel like they were under the spell of something else, like something forced them. They might have been in a cultural constellation that, for example, a marriage that made them not being able to go with you, or they had some obligations towards parents or government, or I don't know. And so even if you would have told the truth, maybe they also would have still choose to not be loyal towards you, or they had to go away anyway, or they had to do this because of their moral. But now it's their turn. You had your chance to tell how you really feel, but you freed yourself instead. And the Divine says this is a good thing. You don't have to question yourself about this. I'm just seeing that there's other ways to do this also in the future. Instead of letting your insecurities speak for you, you can say, no, I don't agree with this. I think this is how we should deal with this. And you don't have to be so much tuning into what the other person thinks of you. Do they want to be with you? Are they on the way of breaking up with you? Kind of go with what you want instead. So if you want to stay, you fight for staying. And if you keep your head held high inside the relationship without giving up the thing you wanted the most, okay? And heart-to-heart conversation. So I think they will definitely come and tell you things. They will try already here, but then you will say no, it's over. But then they will try again in a more not so warrior-like way, like a little bit coming down from their high horse and maybe showing more vulnerability. So I will take from the Enchanted map and see what their soul would want to say to you. Coming apart, and it actually came in reversed. 46. A situation is unraveling and your best plans are leading you into a tricky maze. Your challenges is to separate out the elements of this puzzle to get a better perspective on what happened. You may have lingered too long in a place where you didn't belong anymore, seduced by a temporary solution. As you untangled yourself, it is important to maintain a sense of humor. Don't fret. You will learn something valuable that you need later when faced with more dangerous situation. Breathe and know that you are loved. So So they're telling you that why you separated was because they had something like an entangled situation that they overstayed in, was overly loyal towards this situation for a too long time, and but they needed this to really learn their lesson deeply, but it led to the separation and you walking away like that. Okay, because they couldn't be, I feel like they couldn't fight for you, or they couldn't be loyal. And here we also have this solitude also coming in the reversed. 13. Solitude. So they think it's time maybe to end this solitude. Too much solitude results in isolation and separation. What they see also with you here. Now is the moment to get together with friends and join in the merriment. Hiding out will lead to loneliness and negative thinking. Separation at this time isn't a healthy choice. Are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this, not keep it to yourself. By joining in with others, you'll hear what you need to know, because Spirit finds way to speak through them without their even knowing it. You have the key to let yourself out of this prison. You are loved and never alone. So they see that you have kind of chosen loneliness because you didn't want to stick around when they weren't loyal, but they want this to end. They don't want you to end up in that way, or to stay in that way, and that you shouldn't be stubborn about staying in that way, because I see maybe they have some idea about what to say there. Not enough feelings to continue this relationship. Because you thought that there were not enough feelings to continue this relationship, but we can see clearly that it is. Like with the Sun card here, we also have 6 of Wands. It's a very masculine way of loving people, but again, this person may come off as a little bit cold, a little bit like they don't care, but it's actually their masculine way of portraying love. Like even if this is a feminine person, they probably have a very masculine way of portraying love, but this is going to change here, and they are going to be able to show it in another way. And you just feel like they never loved you enough, and that's not true, okay? They never wanted to hurt you. They had their, it's not only the culture of parents, societies and laws and rules, it's also the culture of the masculine vs feminine, and they never wanted to hurt you, and inside them they screamed your name, but this might be how they came off, and that's why you gave up. Okay, so this is what's the reason to you being hurt in this situation. Okay, this is what I see for you, that they will make 2 attempts to come back, and I can't see past that because then it's end with the Sun card there, but it's 2 wedding cards, and they stand there maybe with a ring for you. So I think they would want to be together with you and commit to you for a longer period of time. Their problem is to fight off like the voices in their head or actual people in their surrounding, and to also persuade you because you have given up with this. Okay, so I would urge you to watch the reading Their True Thoughts and Feelings for your sign in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist, or the love reading for May or June. That will probably reveal more. You can also watch What Do They Want to Happen from previous month to get the development of this story from then till now.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, now I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.